What's going on, everybody? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to try and keep this one really short and super laser focused for you. We got the notice yesterday that the Division 2 was going to be performing a maintenance today to correct a few issues, and I'm going to get into all of that in just a moment, including what has changed. If you happen to like what you see, please make sure to hit that big, beautiful subscribe button, rate the video, and ring the notifications bell to receive all my latest upload alerts. All right, let's get into it. Showing up on screen now is, of course, the tweet that we got yesterday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This was on February 22nd. Like I said yesterday, very basic what they said in here. We're going to be taking the Division 2 servers down for an unscheduled maintenance tomorrow, Thursday, so that's today, February 23rd, at 9:30 a.m. CET. For me living on the East Coast U.S., it was 3:30 in the morning and 12:30 at night, or 12:30 in the morning, whichever way you want to look at it. Pacific Standard Time, estimated downtime is 3 hours. We all kind of expected this to be showing up, and they also followed it up with another tweet showing now. The team over at Massive then followed it up with this second tweet explaining what they were going to be doing with today's maintenance to kind of preemptively head off any negative bashing or flaming over on Twitter. And this one has 2 bullet points, and I'm going to answer and speak to both of these. It says, what we are implementing changing with this maintenance, first off, was fix the RAID and Countdown server performance issues. Now, I know some people out there have speculated that the server performance issues were caused very recently when people figured out how to do the General Anderson Manhunt XP farm. That is incorrect. Ever since the General Anderson Manhunt went live, the server performance issues have been there. So it isn't, I don't think any of this farm has exasperated those issues. Now, I personally haven't raided in eons, so I can't speak to that, but I can tell you that Countdown was janky ever since General Anderson went live. And this was the very day that it went live, so I can see those issues were something to do on their side. Maybe the tick rate wasn't quite right. Maybe they weren't refreshing correctly. I don't know. I'm not a server infrastructure tech, but I can tell you that there have been server performance issues ever since that Manhunt mission went live. Now, the second bit of this tweet was they removed the exploit. I want you to listen to that word, exploit, that allowed to farm high amounts of XP by forcing all NPCs to spawn at a certain location in the Anderson Climax mission. Now, I briefly went over to YouTube, and I've got to say I'm proud of the Division community on this one. I didn't see many people actually laying into this and saying, bans are incoming, because I can tell you, as someone that logged on this morning to see all the new changes and try everything out, and I've been doing a little bit of research. I've been reading around on Twitter and Reddit. Nobody received bans for any of this. So this was very much like Floor 10 on the Summit. People just figured out a way to consecutively spawn in huge amounts of NPCs. It wasn't a damage glitch. It isn't an invisibility glitch. They're not griefing other players. So obviously there was not going to be any bans or rollbacks or anything for this. So that's the first thing, and you could probably see it over in the thumbnail. It says no bans. Yeah, there's no bans. So if you did this, don't worry about it. You just can't do it any longer, because I'm going to show you kind of what they've changed and how it has affected everything. But yeah, so there you go. So Summit Floor 10 is gone. Now the General Anderson, well, not exactly General Anderson, but that one spawn door trap, whatever you want to call it, with the oxidizer rounds, that has also been completely changed. Why did they change this? Well, of course, we expect the live broadcast on Monday, but then hopefully, fingers crossed, Season 11 goes live on Tuesday, and there's going to be a brand new seasonal track. And can you imagine people running in to do the General Anderson loot farm or the XP farm? With that thing going, they could literally be up to rank 100 on the seasonal track probably in an hour and a half, maybe an hour, somewhere in there. I didn't really do any of the math to figure it out, but they could absolutely blast through that, and this is meant to kind of drag out that XP grind, and also, I assume, to get cosmetics, if there are cosmetics with this. As part of all that. You can understand what I'm saying. I don't want to drag it out any further, but let me jump over to a little bit of footage so I can actually show you what they've done. And this thing has been completely blown out of the water, so let's hop over to that next. Okay, so as you can see from the footage, I've now jumped over to this. This is on normal difficulty. This is the General Anderson Manhunt. That's where I'm shooting down there, is normally the door that you would farm. Essentially what they've done now is, instead of shoehorning or sending every last NPC out of that door, they've now spread them, I think, over 3 or 4 doors, and they're just, you know, erratically spawning in all these different locations. So I obviously think this thing is completely torched into the ground. Sometimes they come out of this door that I'm shooting at. Sometimes they're coming out on my right. Sometimes they're coming out all the way across the chamber. If there was any way to try and pull this off from now on, and I didn't even want to mess with it, it may involve 4 players and each one kind of camping a door. You may still be able to do that, but as far as picking up the massive amounts of XP, the proficiency ranks, basically all that stuff, that is pretty much all gone. So like I said, there may be somebody out there that can kind of figure out how to do it with a team of 4 exactly. You know, you have like one person over here and they cover these 2 doors, another maybe, but that's a lot of math, and obviously for somebody trying to run it solo, it's just not going to produce the exact same results as what's going on. So if for anyone that's out there doing actual raids, maybe you can pop off in the comment section. Let me know, has this fixed any sort of stability issues, etc. on your side? I would be interested to know that. But yeah, this thing is completely destroyed into the ground. You're going to have to find more traditional methods in order to level up your weapons and XP and etc. etc. Now, I know there's still a bunch of comments flying around out there, most of them angry and justified, about how can you fix this thing so quickly while other things just go untouched. Again, like I mentioned earlier on in this one, this XP farm has been there ever since the General Anderson Manhunt mission went live, so it really wasn't a quick fix at all. But I also know there are still invisibility glitch issues going on and other bug fixes players have been calling for. So anyways, I look forward to reading your feedback in the comment section below. Remember to smash that sub button and ring the bell to receive all my latest upload alerts. If you could rate and or share this video, it would be greatly appreciated. You can find and follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and of course in my community Discord server, links to all of which can be found in the video description and pinned comments below. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.